Good morning, guys. Now, today we're going to talk about Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. So obviously I saw that yesterday. Right, Jurassic World. Now, in my initial reaction, I talked about the fact that there was a theory going around as to how the film would end. And that it was foreshadowed quite a few times throughout the film. Now, obviously, this is a spoiler review, that's completely obvious. Let's get the camera where it should be. Come on, there we go. Ish. I think that's how it normally is. Anyway, the theory that was going around was that the Indoraptor was going to fall through the roof of the kind of museum thing. You know exactly what I'm on about, because so the theory was that he falls through the roof of the museum thing at the Lockwood Manor, and that he was going to be pierced onto the what's it called? Ceratopsic? I think it's ceratopsic. Fuck! I know the name. I don't know, but the Triceratops was not the Triceratops, basically. The skull with the giant horns like that. There was the theory that he was going to fall onto that. And that theory was even teased at the very first look we saw at Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, which was a picture that was released of the skull in the museum, and then you had little Maisie in front. That was the first look we had at Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. And the theory basically started from there. You know, this skull is important, and we obviously found out why. Now, I'm glad that it wasn't as simple as it could have been. You know, the way the Indoraptor fell down onto it. I'm glad that he kind of clambered back up, and then Blue just went and finished him off. That was cool. I like that. Right, so yeah, I just wanted to get that out of the way just so I remembered to talk about it. That theory that was going around. Now, the film. The reason the first film got so much stick, and when I say first film, I'm not talking about the originals at all. I'm talking about the first Jurassic World film. The reason that the Jurassic World film got stick, it wasn't a bad film. It was just a safe film. It was kind of going over what we'd already seen before with a few new elements. Kind of like The Force Awakens. You know, The Force Awakens is a safe film, but that's a bit too safe, you know, and that takes a bit too much from the originals. You know, I think Jurassic World was more original than The Force Awakens was. But maybe that can probably be another video at some point. But the first Jurassic World film was very safe in its plot. The thing with this film is there's so much to it. There is so much going on that you can't... If you wanted any more out of this film in terms of plot points, story points, arcs, foreshadowing, answering previous questions, things like that, all of those, you can't ask for any more, basically. I don't know where I was going with that, but you can't ask any more. You know, this film had so much to it. You know, everything from the volcanic eruption to the going to the Mosasaurus paddock right at the start of the film just to get the Indominus Rex DNA, to Maisie being a human clone, to seeing the Raptors and Owen Grady, Chris Pratt's character, seeing how they relationship, you know, kind of went through its early stages, to Lockwood Manor, you know, what's his name? The original Welcome to Jurassic Park. What was his name? Hammond. Richard Hammond? No. Something Hammond. Alan Hammond? No. Mr. Hammond. Something Hammond. Richard? No. Ros? No. Henry Hammond? No. Fuck. Hammond something. Something Hammond. I don't know. What was my point? Something Hammond. Right, yeah, I was just reading off loads of things that... There's so much to this film. And I think I will do a video, maybe later, just trying to piece it all together, you know, how much information we got out of this film. It's insane. And it was most surprising as well. You know, the trailer, the last trailer I saw for the film, gave away the plot. Gave away the whole backbone, if you like, of the film. It told us the dinosaurs on the island were in danger, and there was going to be a volcanic eruption. We were then told that the Lockwood staff would trick Owen Grady and Claire Harding? Yeah, let's go with that. Owen Grady and Claire Harding, that they would trick them, and basically, we don't know how they would trick them. Maybe it was leaving them on the island, maybe it was taking dinosaurs for their own means. We didn't really know for sure. It was obviously going to be taking dinosaurs for their own means, because we then see the dinosaurs at Lockwood Manor, where they're being auctioned off. And then we also get the reveal of the Indoraptor, and we got that fairly early in some of the trailers as well. Which I wasn't a huge fan of. You know, I didn't like the fact that we saw the Indoraptor in the trailer. If we just saw an eye, if we just saw the claw coming out at Maisie, you know the scene I mean, the first time she sees the Indoraptor. If we just saw that, that's great. We didn't need to see the Indoraptor itself. However, the issue was that the marketing for the film went overkill, and the toys for the Indoraptor were released, obviously, and they were released upon the website so you could pre-order it once the film came out. So the design of the Indoraptor was already shown. So, and it wasn't too hard to find that either, especially when people saw that, they would retweet it on Twitter and things like that. And you would see the appearance of the Indoraptor. So it was kind of natural that they were going to have it in the trailers, just to show it in its best. Just to basically show it looking good rather than just a little plastic toy. So it makes sense why that happened, but it's just a shame that happened. But yeah, so the trailer gave away the film, but there's enough in the film that was saved to make it okay. And you know, the trailers are trailers now. You know, these trailers are completely annoying and just unnatural. You know, all the films. You know, you'll be lucky if you get a trailer for a film which doesn't spoil it. Whether it's a comedy film and it uses all the jokes, or whether it's an action film and it gives away the plot, things like that. You're going to be very rare to get a marketing team that actually helps the filmmakers out and gives them trailers for their films which aren't a clusterfuck of spoilers. But either way, J.A. Buena, the director of this film, did a good job. Very good. You know, I was excited when he came onto the project, because he's a crazy director. You know, we saw The Impossible a few months ago now, and that is a harrowing film. I mean, that's harrowing. And to think that, and then also the creator of, I don't know what horror films as such he does. I don't know if it's Insidious or Paranormal Activity, or no, probably isn't that, or Saw. No, Saw is the guy who's doing Aquaman is the one who did Saw, I'm pretty sure. All of Fast and Furious, or all of them. What was my point? Yeah, J.A. Buena, horror films, gore. That in a Jurassic film, it was extremely exciting. And I honestly thought it was going to get watered down, but I don't think it did. I don't think this film got watered down at all. You know, you could say there could have been some blood in extra places, but you got to remember that this is kind of a children's film. So you can't just make it completely gory. But having said that, this film I think, did the gore enough. Yeah, there's enough gore, if you like. It's not, no, it's not gore. I'm using the wrong word. There's enough bitey in this film to kind of to certainly feed my stomach for what I wanted this film to. I don't know. I forgot my point. That's happened a lot in this film, in this video. It's been 3 weeks. It's been. I'll get back into it. Yeah, this film did a good job of giving us something we haven't really seen in a Jurassic film before. You know, we've seen little bits of it. You know, like in all the films. You know, in all the films, there's been eerie moments. But in this film, it's basically an eerie undertone the entire film. With a few light-hearted jokes and things like that. And also the dialogue. The dialogue in this film, I think was... Yeah, the dialogue in this film was incredible. Yeah, no, I'm just going through films. I'm going through scenes now, and it wasn't cheesy. It was nice and original. You know, I'm just thinking of the scene where Claire and Owen are at the bar, and they're kind of reminiscing. It feels real. And the dialogue in this film, I think it feels real. You know, there's a few little comic moments, which is fine. But the dialogue in this film was good. The dialogue in this film was good. The graphics in this film was good. The plot of this film was good. The characters in this film was good. Where the franchise is now going is awesome. It's very, you know, Planet of the Apes. I'm getting the Planet of the Apes vibes. That trilogy. And that's cool. The dinosaurs are now wild. Oh, baby. I can't wait for the third one. It's a shame that we aren't getting another big director for the third one. You know, we're getting Colin Trevorrow, which obviously, no offence to him, but he did the first Jurassic film, the first Jurassic World film. But hopefully he learns from the mistakes he made in the first one, and hopefully he can do a nice original balls to the walls trilogy finale for the Jurassic World. Yeah. I don't know when that's coming out. It's not next year. We got the first one in 2015, so that's 3 years. Okay, so 2021. Oh, that's so far away. There's enough films coming out though to feed my appetite. I mean, we're in June already, so we've got Ant-Man and the Wasp soon. We've got Venom soon. What else have we got? We've got Bumblebee soon, I think. We've got Predator soon. What else? We've got Incredibles 2 soon. There's enough films coming out. Yeah, there's also that Battle Angel film, which I have no idea about the story and what have you. I just really like the trailer. So there's enough films coming out to feed my appetite. But either way, Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom, very good. I want to give it a 10 out of 10, but I'm not. I really want to, because the dialogue was good. Yeah, there was a few little scenes where I felt a little bored. There was. But actually, on the drive to the cinema, I kind of fell asleep a little bit, so I think I'm just tired anyway. So that's fine. But this film is very good. Initial reaction, definitely at least a 9 out of 10. If you haven't seen it, go see it. If you haven't seen it and you've seen this video, then I salute your boldness for seeing this and not feeling like you've now ruined the film for yourself. Actually no, you're a fucking idiot if you've seen this and you haven't seen the film. But either way, that's let's do this again sometime. Yeah, I think I might do a compare Jurassic World and Force Awakens video. Yeah, I think I like that idea. Yeah, because those films are very. They've come off of the back of a big trilogy. Actually, that's I don't know if I should say that, because a lot of people think that the Jurassic Park original trilogy, only the first one was good. A lot of people think that, and I think only 1 and 2 were good. Third one, but 1 and 2 were good. So it's slightly different, but they're both iconic franchises. So yeah, maybe we'll do a video on that and just talk about how safe they were, because they were safe. So yeah. But either way, guys, first movie review in what, 3-4 weeks since Solo. I want to see Solo again as well. I do. So we'll do that at some point. I probably won't do a video on it. Maybe. Well, I might. I have to rewatch my reaction to Solo, and then watch the film again. And if my opinion's changed, then I'll do a video. If not, then well, just presume it stayed the same. But either way, guys, take it easy, and we'll see you in the next video, whatever it may be.